Tonight, we welcome actress and activist Alyssa Milano. You know her from hit shows like Who's the Boss and Charmed, and also from her humanitarian work and activism on issues ranging from the #MeToo movement to healthcare, gun control, and voting rights. She's now out with a new book, Sorry, Not Sorry. Alyssa Milano, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
So you recently got arrested at a voting rights protest in Washington, D.C., which you tweeted about. What was that like? And on some level, is it something that you wanted to happen to perhaps amplify your message?
Well, I mean, you know, I am of the generation where I watched Jane Fonda use her platform to impact positive change, especially in the last, couple of years, 3 or 4 years with her Fire Drill Fridays. So I definitely knew that there was going to be a possibility, and I thought that it was important to take the fight right to the White House. The Freedom to Vote Act is incredibly important. That's why I got arrested. States have introduced 425 bills making it harder for people to vote. 13 Republican-led states have passed 33 laws aimed at making it more difficult to vote. And of course, the burden lies heavily on those who are in underserved communities, Black and brown communities. And I went there to the White House with the understanding that that was something that might happen. We went right up to the White House to demand President Biden uses his power to influence the Senate to pass the Freedom to Vote Act, the John Lewis Voting Advancement Act, and D.C. statehood as soon as possible.
Yeah, there's often intense backlash, as you know, against celebrities who become activists, and you've certainly defied the stick-to-performing advice. Why is it so important to you to use your platform, your influence in this way?
Well, I've been an activist since I was 15 years old, and to me, and how I've always felt about it, is there is no reason to be a celebrity, to be famous, if you're not going to use your voice for those that have no voice. So it's important, but also I think there is an element of right-wing propaganda that has dictated the narrative that celebrities are not normal people, that we are the coastal elite. And I could not disagree with that anymore. Most celebrities, most artists that I know that have succeeded in this industry came from nothing and worked really hard to get everything that they have at this point. We pay our taxes just like everyone else. And now, more so than ever before, I feel like everyone has a platform because of social media. And it doesn't matter, if your followers are 3 million people or 250, if it's a large community or your own community. We all need to do and use our voice, everything for every cause that we feel is important.
And I want to take you back in particular to your kiss on the Phil Donahue show with Ryan White. It was your way of sending the message that AIDS could not be transmitted through casual contact. It's a moment that you describe in your book as monumental in your journey as an activist. How so?
Well, I mean, and I say this in the book, every great love story starts with a kiss. And my love story for humanity started with Ryan White. He and I became friends. He asked me to go on TV and kiss him to prove that you couldn't get HIV/AIDS from casual contact. And that was the moment that I realized why I was blessed with the opportunities that I had at such a young age to make television. And I will always be so grateful to him for giving me that gift. And it's something that every time I am in a state or driving someone to the polls or using my voice, I think about Ryan and not only the impact that he had on me, but the incredible impact he had on the country and also the world.
And you also recently testified on Capitol Hill about the Equal Rights Amendment and the impact on your children's future. Let's take a listen.
Thank you.
I want my daughter Bella to grow up knowing she has the same rights as every man in this country, and I want my son Milo and every boy in America to know that too. They deserve a government that cannot treat them differently because of gender.
What rights in particular are you most afraid that Bella and other girls and women may not have in the future?
I am concerned that the perpetual cycle of violence against women will continue if our founding document is not amended to include women. I think the root of sexism and misogyny is because we are not included in the Constitution. Most Americans don't realize that women only have one protection in the Constitution. That's the 19th Amendment. It's the right to vote. The Constitution has been amended 27 times. I feel like we are long past due to adopt the 28th Amendment, which is the ERA, giving women, trans women, and all gender diverse people the same constitutional protections as cisgendered men.
In your book, you also write that activism is at its very heart a powerful expression of patriotism. Can you elaborate on what you mean by that as far as how you equate the two, activism with patriotism?
Yes, I feel as though in order to fight, to create change, you have to love something enough to want to create that change. You have to love something enough to recognize when something needs to be or to evolve or to be either amended when it comes to the Constitution, or, you know, dismantled when it comes to things like systemic racism. So I love my country enough to stand up and fight for the things that I know we can aspire to be.
We thank you for using your voice in the way that you do. Lastly, I would just ask, what do you hope that readers will take away from this book and your story?
Well, I started writing the book, and then I got COVID. And I think having COVID transformed how I approached writing the book. And I think the result is a look into my life through these intimate essays. And as I was writing, I realized that really it was important for me for the book to be a timestamp, not only of, you know, where we are in the nation, the political upheaval, the social struggle, the division, but I also wanted it to be a timestamp for my life. And my hope was really to leave my kids a snapshot of their lives that exceeded this volatile time, so that they could remember that no matter how hard things got, we got through it together with love, community, and laughter.
It seems like you have achieved that successfully. Alyssa Milano, we thank you so much for talking with us. Sorry, Not Sorry is available wherever books are sold.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.